Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys back in the stream, being a part here on the channel once again. And here we go. This should be an exciting series in store. The number 6 seed, the Indiana Pacers, taking on the number 3 seed, the Milwaukee Bucks. Grab the popcorn for this series. The Pacers, the lower seed, but they went 4-1 in the regular season against Milwaukee. Giannis is out tonight. He is not playing due to the calf injury. So he is out tonight, though. He might be returning later on in the series. All depends on how he feels in his recovery coming back from injury. And here we go. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Welcome in, everybody. Daniel, Mario, FN, Alex in the channel, welcome in. I got the Celtics against the Knicks in my Eastern Conference Finals prediction. It's been the home team that's won every single game so far in this playoff, so we'll see if this trend keeps on continuing, as the Bucks are the home team tonight. The Pacers are the favorites, though, in this game by 1.5-point favorites on the last check on the line. The Mavs were actually favorited when I checked it out a couple of days ago against the Clippers, and the Clippers without Kawhi won by 12 today, 109-97, and Celtics crushed the Heat by 20, 114-94. So every single home team has won so far. 6 games through the playoffs, 2 more to go after this one for the first game of the first round, and it's been pretty good in terms of the first round matchups. Yesterday's game was excellent between the Nuggets and the Lakers. Nuggets came back and was able to pick up a big come-from-behind victory yesterday. Yeah, I saw a big pickup by Kim English. He picked up a transfer from Chicago State. He got to today that puts up like 18.5 points per game. Asia, welcome in the stream. Thanks for joining in. Ren Jeff, welcome back to the channel. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this one here, Pacers or Bucks, and should be a great series continuing here between these two teams. Yeah, they're showing the highlights from earlier today. I'm just getting caught up. I was out throughout most of this afternoon. But, yeah, Celtics put 6 guys in double figures. They crushed the Heat. They were up like 91-56 or something like that when I checked. At one point, the score, they ended up winning by 20, 114-94. Just absolute clinic. I'll be live for Game 2 for the next Celtics stream for Game 2. Yeah, D'Lo's got a lot of pressure for him in Game 2. I remember last year he really struggled against the Nuggets in that series, and it's coming back to haunt him once again. He took way too many shots yesterday for D'Lo. Yeah, the shot distribution, I was looking back at that, was quite odd. Because I had said during the late part of that game, Austin Reeves needs to get a lot more shots up because he was actually efficient yesterday in the game for Austin Reeves. And D'Lo, he took over 20 shots yesterday and bricked most of them. Hey, what's good? Dr. Waltz in the stream. Welcome in. Taking the Pacers for this one here. Ice Ice Baby, glad to have you back in. I believe we'll tip off in a couple minutes from now. Usually the TNT tip-off times are like 5 minutes past the top of the hour, so very shortly we will have a tip-off here between Pacers versus Bucks. The Pacers went 4-1 against Milwaukee in the regular season. Pacers took Game 1, 126-124, all the way back on November the 9th. Pacers took Game 2, 128-119. That was in the play-in tournament at Milwaukee. In the play-in tournament, the Bucks took the mid-game between out of the 5. That was in Game 3. Bucks won 140-126. That was the game that Giannis wanted the game ball, and he had all the game ball controversy at the end of the game that he wanted to get the game ball, and the Pacers took the game ball at the end of the game. Pacers took Game 4, 122-113 on January 1st, and then January 3rd, they played 2 days later, 142-130. So it's been a while since both of these teams have played over 3 months, almost 4 months. Hey, let's get that member hype for Asia out on the channel. Thanks so much for joining back in on the memberships. Really appreciate it. Let's go. New addition back to the membership. Really appreciate it. Legends here at the channel. Hey, what's good, Mushroom? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Tuning in from Anaheim on the channel right now. Very shortly, we're going to tip off, so thanks all for finding my stream, being a part on the channel tonight. Yeah, the Celtics team looks completely different this year. Just super, super dominant. Porzingis and Holiday just changing everything for Boston this season. Wow, that's special. Tatum had a triple-double. Man, that's incredible. Yeah, I was all set to cover it when they announced it on... I think they announced the times on Wednesday for the start times, and then I found out Thursday later in the day that my games got pushed back from Saturday to Sunday, right smack dab in the middle, the same time as the Celtics game or so. So unfortunately couldn't cover it today. In between the middle of the games though, I looked at the score. It was like Boston was in the 90s and the Heat were in the 50s. It was not close. Didn't really miss much. Just a dominant Celtics performance, just like deja vu throughout the course of the season for the most part. Couple of bumps in the road here or there, but for the most part, just incredibly dominant this season. Hey, what's good, Ron? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, man. Going to be tipping off shortly here between the Pacers and the Bucks. Giannis is not playing tonight due to the calf injury, so he is out, and then Benedict Mathurin is the lone player listed out for Indiana. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked to see the Mavs just not show up. I'm looking at their box score right now. They scored 8 points in the second quarter. They had 30 at halftime. The score was... Wow, this game was not close at halftime. It was 56-30. The Clippers led at halftime. That's pretty sad. The Mavs could only score 30 points at the half. They had just 8 points in the second quarter. Now, they did most of their scoring in the third and the fourth for them. They put up over 30 in the third and the fourth, but still, they were down by so much that they couldn't come back in that game. They still lost. They still ended up losing by 12, 109-97. Yeah, Bruins won big yesterday. So, good start. Got to keep on sustaining that start. Haven't seen the upset just yet, so we'll see if that continues. We only got 2 more games for game 1s to see if there'll be any more upsets. This one, and then the Pelicans are taking on the Thunder in the 8 versus 1 matchup later tonight at 9:30. Yeah, usually TNT tip-off times are like 4 minutes past the top of the hour. This one looks like it's been delayed a little bit. They went to a break here, so we're just waiting for tip-off. Thanks all for patiently waiting, being a part in the stream once again. And yeah, we had a pretty good showing with Mr. Tops yesterday. My Tortoise came on a couple times during the streams yesterday, and he enjoyed his vacation. He had a great time. He had a nice smile on his face yesterday for the Tortoise. Yeah, good to hear. Red Sox won today. That's awesome, man. Yeah, they got out to a good start. Started to hit a rut. They were going downhill, but they're starting to get back on track, which is good for them because I know the injuries have piled up. They got a lot of injury issues that started last week for the Red Sox there. Yeah, big weekend. I remember the weekend that Tatum had the buzzer beater 3 years ago against the Nets. That was Patriots Day weekend, and I believe every single Boston team won that weekend too. That was 3 years ago. Or 2 years ago actually, because 2021 we were in 2021 they actually started a season later. Yeah, that was 2 years ago, because that was the year that they played against Golden State in the finals. Hey, Jordan, welcome in. Sorry to hear, man. Yeah, rough season for Golden State. They're going to have to really shake things up this offseason. Going to have to move on for Klay Thompson, it looks like, for him. Yeah, I heard about that. Jack Edwards going to retire at the end of the Bruins playoffs. So here we go, the 6 versus the 3 seed. Grab the popcorn for this matchup, about to start in about a minute or so from now. Every single home court team in game number 1 has picked up a win so far in the Eastern Conference, and this is the lone game remaining for game 1 of the first round for the Eastern Conference to see if it follows script or if it will be different. We have our first upset with a lower seed winning the first game of their playoff round today. This actually would not be that big of an upset because, number one, Giannis is out, and also the Pacers are a slight favorite. Last time I checked in the line, they're a 1.5-point favorites tonight in this game. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm glad to be on the call and for you guys to join along, be a part here of the channel. Once again, going to have much more streams upcoming here in the future. My schedule coming up the next like weeks or so, it starts to get much lighter for me, so I plan on covering a lot more playoff streams. Pacers tonight going to yellow jerseys for this matchup. Tyrese Halliburton, he is ready. Starting five looks like this for the Pacers. Halliburton, Nembhard, Turner, Siakam, and Nesmith. The starting five going up against the Bucks starters. Damian Lillard, Patrick Beverley, Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton. Giannis not playing tonight due to that calf injury that he suffered late stretch of the regular season. So he is out for Giannis. They're hoping that they can get him sometime back during this round, if possible. But we don't know the timetable just yet for Giannis. But we'll see if Dame's able to show up and take advantage of his increased opportunities tonight for Dame with the basketball, and gonna see if he can knock down more shots and put up a big point total. Hey, what's good, Diamond McCrab, Uncle Pizzle? Glad to have you guys in the stream for this one here. Bucks with the dark green jerseys tonight for this matchup. Gray numbers, gray letters for Milwaukee in a home floor. Pfizer for Pacers, yellow uniforms, dark blue numbers, dark blue letters. About to tip off in what should be an incredible series. So make sure to grab the popcorn if you haven't already done so. Damian Lillard looking to turn back the clock to his Portland days when he took over playoff games back in the bubble. Trying to see if he can beat Dame time once again for the Bucks here in the 2024 playoffs. Tyrese Halliburton led his team to the play-in tournament championship back in December against the Lakers. Got this team good experience. They boast the top offense in the entire NBA, with Indiana averaging above 120 points per game. The Pacers 4-1 in the regular season against Milwaukee as we are underway. And the Bucks control the opening tip. Right to left in the floor. Middleton at the top, lobs it off to Portis, off his fingertips. That's a turnover. Turner collected the steal inside the key. First possession now for Indiana. They love to go quickly up the floor. Nesmith at the right wing sends it off to the top here to Siakam. Siakam, a trade deadline acquisition from Toronto at the start of New Year, and Nesmith called in the turnover. Up and down by Aaron Nesmith on Indiana's first possession. Charliso, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Shaky start in the first 31 seconds. Turnovers for each of these teams so far. Inbound to Milwaukee in their backcourt. Bucks with possession number 2. Beverley crosses the midcourt logo. Beverley dribbles up, drives downhill, floats up the runner, off the glass too strong. Missed it off the top of the glass. Rebound controlled by Siakam for Indiana. Outside it goes to Halliburton. Halliburton at the left wing. He's guarded by Middleton 101. Halliburton crossover. Sends it on top. Nesmith moves it off to Nembhard. Nembhard dribbles up. Free throw circle outside. Here's a three straightaway. Turner. No good. Missed off the bottom right part of the glass poorly, and the rebound gets controlled by the Bucks. Dame takes it past midcourt. Dame has it here at the edge of the midcourt logo for Milwaukee in the first minute plus of action so far. Dame, crossover, top of the key. Portis sets the screen. Dame towards his left. Dame dribbles up, sends it outside of Portis. Portis dribbles up to the elbow, takes the deep two jumper. Bricked off the back rim, no good. Rebound secure for the Pacers. Both of these teams scoreless in the first minute and a half of action. Halliburton bounce past the outside. Siakam dribbles up free throw circle. Siakam, 15-footer, rattles in. Pacers on the board first. They lead 2-0. Pascal Siakam with a 15-foot J, and now the Bucks will see if they can respond here. Middleton receives the pass, bounce pass behind his back, sets up Lopez, rainbow three, bricked off the back rim, the rebound secured by Indiana. Pacers up the floor. Halliburton sends it out on top off to Nembhard. Nembhard has the top of the key. Turner sets the screen. Nembhard accelerates. Kick out to the corner. Open three. Nesmith off the back rim. No good. Offensive rebound controlled by Siakam. A three taken from the parking lot. No good on the 30-footer. Missed off the back rim by Halliburton. Both of these teams having trouble settling in the game so far. Middleton backs his way to the mid-block. Middleton works on Nesmith. Middleton up fake. Outside finds Lopez. Bounce past Middleton. Middleton backs his way. Turnaround jumper. Baseline. And it goes in for two. Chris Middleton on the board. 2-2 now to score. If you're new on the stream or just getting started, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Halliburton bounce pass. Off the roll down. Turner up and in off the backboard. Good for two. Back and forth now. Here we go. 4-2 for the Pacers. 9:15 left to go in the first. Crossing midcourt with Beverley. Handoff goes to Dame at the top of the key, accelerates, drives down inside, passes off to Portis at the low block, finds Dame, baseline jumper, no good, missed it as he was open, around the rim and out. Pacers have it quickly up the floor. Nesmith outside, it's Nembhard. He launches up a quick three, bricked off the back rim, rebound secured by Beverly here for Milwaukee. First 3 minutes and 10 seconds of action so far. Low scoring game, as a lot, including myself, thought that it would be a shootout, but still got a lot of game time remaining as Dame takes it a distance, scores with a left-hand layup. 4 even, right back goes Indiana, quick up the floor with a bucket scored by Nesmith. 6-4 right now. 8.5 left to go in the first. Middleton backs his way. We've constantly gone with 0 whistles so far in action in this one. Middleton, turnaround, tough shot, baseline, no good. Missed around the rim and out. Lopez, putback, he scores. 6-6. Couldn't get the rebound there off the box out for the Pacers. Halliburton accelerates, dish outside. Siakam up fake. Lopez had his back turned. Jumper, baseline. Siakam, no good. Bricked off the back rim. The rebound secured by Dame here for Milwaukee. LFG on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. And Dame down the near side wing gets followed by Turner. The clock will stop here. We have our first clock stoppage of the game with 7:54 left to go. By the way, the Pacers are 5-1 against the Bucks. They've never faced Doc Rivers as a head coach this season. This is Doc's first game coaching against the Pacers as the head coach for Milwaukee. All those games were when Adrian Griffin was the head coach in Milwaukee at the time. 15th playoff appearance as a head coach for Rick Carlisle for Indiana. 7 games below 500 for his all-time record in the playoffs, 63-70. Dame got fouled, so Dame's going to shoot here at the free throw line, and first one's good. So 7:50 left to go in the first as we're just getting started in this one so far. Both of these teams struggling right out of the gate to generate offense. Second free throw by Dame, and it's good. Able to roll around the rim, and he's going to have a third coming up. So he got fouled from the perimeter. It was Nembhard who picked up the personal foul. Turner had a one right before that. So 2 quick fouls by Indiana, winning a 3-second span, and free throw number 3 is good. So Dame knocks down all 3 shots, got fouled from behind the 3-point line, and the Bucks have their largest lead early on here, 9-6. What's good, Jacob on the stream? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Not sure entirely just yet because I plan on doing the Knicks against Sixers tomorrow night, but I'd have to see the schedule because I got the Knicks on Monday. I'm doing their game. The T-Wolves on Tuesday. The Celtics on Wednesday. That's as far out as I have it right now. As the Pacers just buried a 3 the Bucks just buried a 3. Indiana scored right before that. Dame just got a step back. He's got 8 out of the 12 so far here for Dame. Spin move. Turner going up, and he gets followed by Lopez. So Miles Turner will head to the free throw line now. Clock will stop with 7:11 left to go. And Lopez not happy about the call just a moment ago. Yeah, Dame. Big time step back over Nembhard towards his left. Giannis is not playing, so he's out due to the calf injury for Giannis. 2 shots here by Turner for Indiana. First one's good. Second one, no good. Skipped around the rim and out, missed by Turner. Dame with possession and a 3-point lead for Milwaukee. Dame drives, attacks, downhill, slips right past the defense. He scores with a left hand up and in off the backboard. Stretching their lead out to 5 right now for Milwaukee. Dame take it over. He's got 10 out of the 14 currently in this game. The pass off the roll down. Turner underneath. Turner lost it, got it stripped, turned it over. Bucks have possession up the floor here on Middleton. Middleton's going to slow it down. Hand off to Lopez. Lopez, top of the key, puts the ball into the hands to Dame. Dame looking to take over for even more. Huge rejection from behind by Siakam. Here goes the Pacers with the basketball up on top. Turner jacks up the 3. Bricked off the back rim, no good. The rebound gets tipped over to Milwaukee with a defensive board. There's Malik Beasley, who came up with a rebound as it got tipped over to him. Out to the top here. Lopez going to fire away from three. No good. Skipped around the rim and out as Halliburton collects the defensive rebound. Approaching 6 minutes left to go in the first here. Siakam, fall away over Middleton. Swoosh. Knocks down the two. That's a critical jumper right there to get his team winning three. Dame, pressured at the midcourt logo, lobs it off to Beverly. Beverly, step back three, uncontested, no good as he missed it. The Pacers here collect the rebound. Up the floor with Siakam. Siakam, guarded by Dame one-on-one, backs his way on Siakam. Siakam looking for an opening here, moves it out on top. Nembhard, up fake, he drives on Middleton. Nembhard backs his way, fall away, deep two, no good off the mark. Rebound secured by Lillard here for the Bucks. Dame finds Beasley on top. It goes to Lopez. Hand off Middleton around the perimeter. Back to Malik Beasley. He jacks up a three. Hand in the face. Missed around the rim and out. A lot of missed shots early on. Both of these teams looking to push it. Full court outlet pass right ahead for the easy layup score behind a defense by Pascal Siakam. 1 point game now as we take the first time out of the night. Milwaukee will burn one with Doc Rivers. A full court outlet right ahead for the Pacers to draw win one as we take our first time out. Just above 5 minutes left to go in the first. What a start so far. Both of these teams started off cold, but picking up recently in this game right now as we take ourselves to the first time out. Richard on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win this one today here? Bucks or Pacers? Type it in. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. We got 60 plus watching right now, and keep on being a part here on these streams. Both of these teams are cold to begin this game. Pacers 43% for the floor, Bucks at only 36% right now, yet they have a 1 point lead, and Dame has been able to take over. Dame got fouled on the three, made all three free throws. He's got 10 points out of the 14 so far. But yeah, they're going to have other guys step up. That's the thing for Milwaukee. Middleton's got two. Lopez has got two. Lopez has missed 2 threes that he's attempted in this game so far. And for the Pacers, the scoring distributed between Siakam. Siakam's got 6. And then 3 by Turner. 2 each between Nesmith and Halliburton. Halliburton with 3 assists. Yeah, Cavs against Magic is on NBA TV for a lot of those games. I'll go through and see which one specifically. Yeah, I actually have NBA TV. I switched my TV provider at the start of the new year, so I get NBA TV now for me. Yeah, so they got tomorrow's on the NBA TV, Magic and Cavs. I'm going to do the Knicks against Sixers tomorrow. I put that one out in the community tab for my planned stream. I'll have to see how the numbers go for the Knicks versus Sixers on Monday and see if I want to continue that on Thursday or whether I'll take Cleveland against Orlando, because there might be a lot of people streaming the Knicks and Sixers. They might have a lot of streamers who cover that, so that might lower the numbers. So if so, it all depends on how my numbers are for the first game. I might cover Cleveland, Orlando for game 3. I haven't decided my schedule after Wednesday just yet for me. Yeah, Cavs going out to a good start right now. Defense looked good in that first win. I thought automatically this game would be a shootout, but both of these teams really struggling to get buckets, but they are pushing the pace against one another, and that was expected in this game. We're going to see tons and tons of shot attempts today. Indiana plays the fastest tempo out of any team in the NBA. And this is going to be one of those games that both of these teams are going to try to blow up and down the floor against one another right now. So we come back from the timeout. Dame's got 10 points out of the 14 for Milwaukee. Bucks with the basketball. Dame is on the floor with Pat Connaughton, Chris Middleton, Malik Beasley, and Brook Lopez. The 5 on the floor currently out there. Middleton takes the 3, missed off the mark, no good. Neesmith collects the defensive rebound. TJ McConnell, first time on the floor today, alongside Tyrese Halliburton, Aaron Neesmith, Pascal Siakam, and also they got one more player in there as well, number 25 for the Pacers, who got rejected down low as Lopez came up with the block, as that's Jalen Smith who got denied. And a deep range 3. There's Lillard in transition as Dame sails down the triple. 17-13. He's got the same amount of points that the Pacers do on the board right now, 13 himself. For Milwaukee in favor of Lillard. Tipped up to Lopez. It goes to Lillard. Dame, a 30-footer. No good. Bricked off the back rim. The rebound secured by Indiana. Pacers out of sorts offensively lately here. Jumper. Free throw circle. Swoosh. That's good for the 16-footer by Siakam. Siakam's out to a great start. He's got 8 points out of the 15, more than half. Right now for Indiana. Connaughton drives inside the key. Pat Connaughton downhill to the rim. No good. Missed off the glass. Pacers collect the defensive rebound. Halliburton. Bounce past McConnell. Outside Halliburton. Intercepted though by Connaughton. Connaughton up the floor. Finds Middleton outside to Connaughton. Open 3. No good. It was around the rim and out. He missed the 3. Uncontested wide open. Pacers with possession. Pacers yet to drill a 3. They're 0 for 5 from the perimeter. Jalen Smith going to take a 3 and no good. He bricked it. This is getting outrageous here for Indiana. 0 for 6 from 3. Jalen Smith's not a 3-point shooter. Why go there? Damian Lillard. Oh, he's taken over. Dame with an and 1 as he got the layup on Smith. +1 coming up at the free throw line as he got fouled as well. 19-15. Dame. Dribble drive attack downhill to the rim. He's got more points. Right now he's got 15. He would have more points than the Pacers if he makes this free throw coming up. We're going to take the timeout before that though, as we're down to under 3.5 left to play in the first quarter. 3:18 remaining in the first, and the Bucks with a 4-point lead carrying in the back of Damian Lillard. Dame Dalla taking over right now. 15 so far in 9 minutes. Handed the keys to his team since Giannis went down. Out tonight for Giannis due to the calf injury. And man, he is just cooking up the Pacers here in this matchup so far. If you're new on the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell to be notified here for future live streams. And wow, what a start to this series. Dame is on pace to score over 60 plus points in this game right now. He's got 15 points with 3:18 left to go in the first. So based on this pace, it's going to be over 60 plus if he can keep it up at the rate that he's going right now. And this game has got shootouts right in it for both of these teams. They've battled each other throughout the regular season. The Pacers are 4-1 against the Bucks, but the scores of every single one of these games, every single game, it's been 120 plus basically in these games. The loser, the lowest points that the loser had out of the 5 games total in the regular season was 113. Five games total out of the 5 games, it was 120 plus points for the winning team in every single game. So yeah, I would love to see a 7-game out of this 7-game series out of this matchup here. That would be wild. We don't know about Giannis if he's gonna come back or not. Some sources say he might, some say he might not. It all depends on his timetable. So it's not very clear about Giannis's calf injury, whether he'll be back for this series or if it will be the next series if they advance. There's no timetable put to that. Wow, Diamond McCrabb's got the Magic bouncing back to beat the Cavs in 6. Wow. And same as the Sixers, too, over the Knicks. The Suns as well. Yeah, Minnesota looked really good that first game. That's a deep T-Wolves team. (19 of 15). Dame will shoot 1 at the free throw line here. Got followed by Jalen Smith before we took the timeout. An electric start to this game here. Damian Lillard, if he makes this free throw, he would have more points individually than what the Pacers have on the scoreboard. Dame's got 15, Ogden to 19 for the Bucks. The Pacers trailing by 4, 19 of 15. The free throw is good, so he's got 16 right now on the board individually by himself for Damian Lillard. 5-point lead. McConnell moves it off to Halliburton. Bounce past McConnell, top of the key. Obi Toppin, first time on the floor out there at the left wing. McConnell circles around, spin move over. AJ Green drops it into the bucket for 2. 3-point game. That's bench points there. The first 2 bench points in the night go to TJ McConnell for Indiana. Dame defended by McConnell. Porter sets the screen. Dame takes the 3. Top of the key. Came off the rim short. The rebound goes to the Pacers. Pacers with a chance to tie with a 3. They've yet to hit a 3 so far tonight. No, McConnell drives on Green. Swings it outside to the right wing. Goes off to Halliburton here. Halliburton's guarded by Beasley one-on-one at the 5-4 logo. 2.5 left to go. Moves it off to McConnell. McConnell spin move on AJ Green. Mid-range shot, no good. Missed it off the back rim on a 12-foot turnaround shot by McConnell. And the rebound gets controlled by Portis. Bucks with possession. Lillard lobs it off to Portis at the left elbow. Portis working on Jalen Smith one-on-one. Portis elevates for the J. Missed off the mark, no good. A rebound secured here for Indiana. Number 26, his first time on the floor as well with Ben Shepherd, a rookie from Belmont. Jumper, deep 2, swoosh. Tyrese Halliburton pulls his team winning 1 right now. 20-19 as Halliburton buries down a 16-foot J. He's got 4 currently, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. And in the backcourt, the Bucks turn it over. A little bit of pressure defense right there, disrupting what Milwaukee was trying to do as they couldn't cross midcourt cleanly and turn it over. Inbound for the Pacers. Inbound goes to Halliburton. Halliburton has it at the edge of the midcourt logo. Halliburton dribbles up right wing, brings along a triple team, and he threw the pass away. Intercepted by AJ Green for Milwaukee. Head full of steam. Lillard kick out to the corner. Beasley with a 3. Nothing but net delivers. Lillard with an assist that time. It's Malik Beasley who's on the board for his first 3 points in the night. Shepherd receives it at the top here. Shepherd up fake. 18-foot J. No good. Missed off the back rim, and the rebound controlled by Portis from Milwaukee. Connaughton sends it off to Dame up the floor. Back over to Connaughton. Transition 3. Right down the chute. He delivers. Pat Connaughton. Bullseye. On target range. Right down the middle from the perimeter. The Bucks with their largest lead in the night. Damian Lillard back-to-back assists, setting up Beasley. And then Connaughton on the backside of the play got fouled as well. And 1 covered up by Pat Connaughton. .106 left to go. These 3 starting to drop here for Milwaukee. Indiana yet to bury one tonight. Connaughton makes the free throw. 8-point lead. They stretch it out to largest lead of the game for Milwaukee. Down to the final minute left to go to close out the corner. McConnell sends it off to Nesmith. Nesmith guarded by Portis. Dribbles towards his left. Gives it over to Shepherd. Passes over to McConnell. McConnell looks to turn the corner. Drives. Kick out to the corner. Top. An extra pass made. Shepherd on the 3. Bricked off the back rim. Offensive rebound controlled by Smith. Wide open 3. Nesmith no good. Bricked off the back rim. In and out in the hands of Dame. And the pass down low. Over to top and soars up. And he scores. Up and in off the glass. Good for 2. That's a critical possession right there, worth those 2 second chance points. Dame accelerates wide open to the cup, missed the layup on the backside. We have a heavy collision. Dame gets called for the offensive foul. Wow. So Dame gets called for the offensive foul there as he runs over Jalen Smith underneath the hoop. This will go back to Indiana. Now, I don't know about that one there. It looked like Dame was getting clipped towards the side, and that Smith did not set his feet, but the officials ruled that Jalen Smith took the charge, and it's an offensive foul committed by Dame. Final 22 seconds left to go in the quarter. McConnell, jumper deep two, missed off the front rim, battle for the rebound, tipped up the top end. Toppin takes a three. That is well off the mark. Rebound secured by Milwaukee. 10 seconds left to go in the first here. Dame for the final shot to close out the end of one. Dame has an edge of the midcourt logo. 5 seconds. Dame, top of the key, working on McConnell. Step back three in the air. Bang, bang. Oh, he hits it right at the buzzer. Bullseye. Damian Lillard trifecta on the 34-footer. 30-21 for the Bucks to close out the end of the first quarter. Damian Lillard, the step back three at the edge of the midcourt logo. Bang, bang. Nothing but net. Sinks it. Damian Lillard showing up in a big way. 19 out of the 30 through Dame in the first quarter tonight for Milwaukee as they extend it to a 9-point lead. What a start to this series right now. Holy smokes, electric. Playing through one guy and Dame having his night. He is on pace for over 60 in this game right now, in the playoff game. First quarter wraps up. 19 by Damian Lillard, just 21 on the board for Indiana. Plus, Dame had back-to-back assists at one point late in the quarter, too. 19 points, 2 assists. Both of the assists that he had on were threes. Plus, Connaughton made the free throw off of that. So, he's got 19. Beasley made a 3. Connaughton made a 3 plus the free throw. That is 26 out of the 30 points that Damian Lillard has accounted for in that first quarter. 19 scoring, 7 through the 2 assists. A 3 made by Beasley and then a 3 by Connaughton, plus was fouled, scored a 4-point play. The only time that Dame hasn't scored has been 2 made 2s by Middleton and Lopez. That is it. Man, that is incredible. Holy smokes. What's good? M on the stream. Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. What a start in this game. An absolutely electric start for Damian Lillard. Taking over. He's got just 2 points shy of what Indiana has a team right now. The Pacers with 21 total. The top offense in the NBA, limited to 21 in the first. And they're bricking their threes. They cannot make a 3. They're 0 for 9 from 3. Settling for way too many deep shots, and they keep on missing. Siakam's got 8. Halliburton with 4. And Halliburton's only attempted 1 3. They've spread out the threes. That's the thing. Nesmith is 0 for 2 from 3. Turner's 0 for 2. Turner's missed poorly. I don't even think he hit the rim on both of his 3-point shot attempts. Nebhard missed the 3. Halliburton missed the 3. Toppin, Smith, and Shepard all missed 3s. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. What a start to this series. Grab the popcorn for this one because it's going to be a good one. Just so many attempted shots in that first quarter. Pacers went 10 for 28. Bucks went 10 for 26. Milwaukee perfect 5 for 5 at the free throw line. As we start off here, the second quarter of action, both of these teams are just blowing up and down the floor against each one another. There's no slowing the tempo whatsoever. Like yesterday between the Lakers and the Nuggets, both of the teams were slowing down the ball. There's no slowing down the ball here. These two teams are blowing up and down the floor against one another. Nesmith couldn't finish at the rim. Offensive rebound by Jalen Smith, and he threw it away as that got airmailed out of bounds. Halliburton will head towards the bench. The defenses ramp up come playoff time, so a lot of the teams save their best defense for playoff time, where like the last couple of weeks probably didn't see much defensive effort because they're all for the top teams getting ready and prepared for the playoffs, as Middleton gets the offensive rebound and Middleton goes up, gets fouled. That's going to be charged to Toppin, who picks up the foul. So this will send Middleton to the line shooting 2. Yeah, Mr. Top's been pretty well today. So he's doing well right now. Dame's right now on the bench. He's taking a breather at the moment for Dame, so it gives Milwaukee an opportunity to see if they can get other guys here an opportunity to score. Chris Middleton, 2 shots at the free throw line. First one's good. Middleton's on the floor with Portis, Connaughton, Beasley, and Beverly. First double-digit lead in the night. Second shot's good. 32-21 Milwaukee. Bounce pass underneath. They got it bobbled by Jalen Smith. He's costing his team the game right now. That's back-to-back turnovers by Jalen Smith. He's having a rough start to this game. I remember there was a lot of just question marks when he got picked up as a lottery pick from the Suns in the draft for him. Portis has it at the top, hands it off to Connaughton. Bounce pass. Portis with possession, soars up, throws it down with a right-handed flush. Connaughton with an assist, Portis with a slam jam. 13-point lead. No groove here for the Pacers offensively. Siakam got bumped into off the dribble drive, and Middleton picks up the reach and foul. So Dame's currently on the bench, and no problem for the Bucks. Other guys have been able to step up and increase this lead right now. Oh, wow. So Christian Wood planning the return to Game 3, it looks like, for the Lakers. Inbound goes to Siakam. Siakam drives, attacks. 10.5 left to go. Turnaround jumper. He buries it. It's been a lone player that's been key offensively so far, up to 10 points out of the 23 through Siakam. Beverly sends it off to Portis, into the hands here of Middleton. Middleton at the left wing. Bounce pass gets sent to Portis. Portis backs his way inside the key. Portis soars right over Isaiah Jackson with a right-hand layup. Bobby Portis turning the corner there. Acceleration. 13-point Bucks lead. McConnell all out of sorts there. Bobbled it. Lost it. Got it stripped inside the key. Turns it over. Bucks here with a possession. Beverly. Bounce pass back to Portis. Going to see if he can target Jackson once again. Backs his way. Inside a low block. Portis, turnaround jumper. Hits the spot. It's good for 2. Bobby Portis increases the lead up to 15 for Milwaukee. And that timeout taken to the floor by Indiana. No Giannis. No problem right now for the Bucks in this game. Bobby Portis. Back-to-back baskets working on Isaiah Jackson. Down low. Turned the corner. Drove on inside the key, got the angle to the rim with a right-hand layup, and then the turnaround jumper at the low block, and this game is getting out of control right now, 38-23. Man, hot hands all over the place for the Bucks here. 9:45 left to go, and yeah, this might be one of those first-round series. We might see every single game going to the home team here in Game 1 of this entire series, especially if the Bucks come away victorious. I don't think we're going to see it tonight between the Pelicans and the Thunder, where the Pelicans steal one at the Thunder. So there's a good chance that every single home team will come out victorious in the first game of these playoffs. Yeah, Jeremy Roach, Scott Drew's doing amazing work at Baylor, picking up transfers. He got Jeremy Roach in the transfer portal. Yeah, 15-point lead. Still got a long way to go in this game. And, of course, knowing the history of Doc Rivers, this game is not done just yet. Hey, what's good? Jay in the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Mark in the channel, welcome back in. Or welcome in, everybody. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. I'll be back tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m., covering the Knicks against Sixers, so feel free to tune in if you'd like for that stream for tomorrow. Hey, thanks so much, LFG. Really appreciate it. Dame is 19. He was on the bench during the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds to start off the second quarter, and yeah, no problem for Milwaukee. Upping that lead, Bobby Portis, couple buckets he made. 4 straight points in a row by Portis. Middleton went to the free throw line, buried the free throws, and they upped this lead to 15. The interior is having a lot of issues. This is not a good sign for Indiana because Giannis isn't even playing. I mean, if Giannis comes back, then they are toast for sure. If Giannis comes back fully healthy and healed from his injury, because they can't even stop Bobby Portis right now. This is an issue for the Pacers. They've tried Jalen Smith and also Isaiah Jackson down low, and both of those guys are just getting torched right now. Jalen Smith is playing some pretty horrible minutes for him. He's got no points, 2 turnovers, a foul. He does have 4 rebounds. He's tied for the team's top rebounder, but he's a -10 on the floor for Jalen Smith, and he's only played 6 minutes for him so far. He's just getting targeted out there constantly. A couple really bad turnovers for Jalen Smith too. And then Isaiah Jackson on the previous 2 possessions got targeted by Portis, which Portis is on a 4-zip run himself. Riley, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. We come back to action right now. 15-point lead for Milwaukee, and ball got loose inside of Key Siakam, tangled up with it, passed it back outside. Connaughton came up with the ball, but the officials blow the whistle. They are going to call it on Milwaukee here, reaching inside of Key as Siakam got it poke loose from Middleton, and then Middleton, did he reach in on the pass? Yeah, Middleton reached on the pass according to the officials, so Middleton was not able to tie up Siakam in time. Siakam took the jumper, missed off the mark. Offensive rebound controlled by Ben Shepherd, number 26 for Indiana. Handoff goes to Nesmith. Halliburton is still on the bench currently. Bounce past Shepherd, swings it outside. Nesmith, and that's a turnover. Ben Shepherd stepped in the baseline out of bounds. These role players right now for Indiana, I know that they like to go like 10 guys deep in the rotation, but I mean, these guys are really crushing any sort of opportunities right now between Jalen Smith, Ben Shepherd, and Isaiah Jackson. These guys have been just all over the place here currently in this game, not helping out the cause for the Pacers. Top of the key with Portis. Portis is working on Jackson. Handoff Middleton. Middleton floats the pass underneath, and it's good for 2 by Portis. Acrobatic bucket right there underneath the hoop by Portis. That was an excellent pass by Middleton. Fired a fastball, turning the corner underneath off the Portis as he was able to slip past Jackson and Shepherd. Here's a 3. McConnell, no good as he bricked it. Rebound secured here for the Bucks. Up the floor with Beverly. Dame is currently on the bench, and they just keep on building up this lead. Middleton moves it outside. Portis working on Jackson. Backs his way free throw circle. Into the hands to Connaughton. Connaughton outside to Crowder. Jay Crowder at the right wing lobs it off to Portis, and Isaiah Jackson gets called in the reach and foul. So here comes the Pacers with Halliburton and Turner back on the floors. That is severely needed because you got young players like Isaiah Jackson and Ben Shepherd, and also Jalen Smith, who's making multiple mistakes recently, and you have to get your main guys back on the team instead of your rotation guys, which is letting down this game right now and letting it slip away from your hands. Inbound goes to Beverly. Sixers are playing tomorrow against the Knicks. They played yesterday. Bounce pass underneath. Turner out of position, leads the wide open dunk made by Chris Middleton. 42-23. Where's the defense for the Pacers? 8:18 left to go as Indiana has to burn another quick timeout. Oh man, this is just an absolute atrocious display of basketball that Indiana is playing right now. Man, they are not ready to come out and compete in this game. This is not good. 0 for 10 from three-point range. Their interior defense has been a no-show. I mean, how does Middleton get that wide open down low? Their miscommunication defensively. Turner just substituted back in the game. Doesn't know who he's picking up at the back end of the play. Just leaves Middleton wide open, and Middleton scored with an easy dunk. What's good, Rogelio on the street? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, Giannis isn't even playing tonight, so Giannis has the calf injury. And Milwaukee just... Man, right now they are crushing Indiana. This is rough for the Pacers here. We got a playoff game, and these guys they're not even aware where they are on the floor. They're stepping out of bounds. They're giving away Milwaukee multiple opportunities, costly turnovers, bad fouls. I mean, this is as bad as a game as it could get to start off in this first half for Indiana. And for Milwaukee, they're just driving off every little moment of it right now. Every single turnover, they're making the Pacers pay. And getting their revenge for the Pacers, going 4-1 in the regular season against the Bucks. The Bucks putting out a statement to Indiana today. Looks like it caught up to the minds of the Pacers because their track record was great in the regular season, but they don't have that playoff experience like Milwaukee does. And that right now is catching up to the Pacers here in this game, that they're limited in terms of playoff experience and youth. And a lot of youth on their team. And this is totally different from the play-in tournament for Indiana. This is not December anymore. It's April basketball. And the last week and a half of April approaching May, when the teams in the first round advance over to the second round. And this is a big wake-up call right now for Indiana. 8:18 left to go before half. They're down by 19. Massive wake-up call. I thought this would be a really competitive game today. Not the case right now. Actually, a sad game for the Pacers, considering they have just 23 points in the first 15 and a half plus minutes. And this is part of a 12-2 scoring run by the Bucks without Dame on the floor. Dame is rested every single second to begin the second quarter. And he had 19 in the first quarter. So just a clinic of a start here for Milwaukee. And as bad as you can get that start to be for Indiana. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. So much playoff experience in Milwaukee. 8 consecutive playoff appearances. That is number 2 to the Celtics with 10. Philadelphia right behind with 7 consecutive NBA playoff appearances. Back for the timeouts. Pacers with possession. It is Nembhard who's on the floor with Nesmith, Halliburton, Siakam, and Turner. That's the 5. They get their starting 5 back on the floor. Nesmith, shot clock's winding down. Nesmith powers his way to the bucket. Oh, it's going to be a shot clock violation. Aaron Nesmith, unaware the shot clock had expired before he went up to a layup motion at the rim. Couldn't get it off in time as he was a split second too late. Turnover again for the Pacers. That's the 8th turnover of the game for Indiana. 5th in the quarter. Bucks by 19. Crowder at the wing, bounce pass over to Middleton. Middleton, Crowder, Middleton, backdoor pass over to Crowder behind the defense for the easy 2. 21-point lead now for Milwaukee. It's Crowder, Beverly, Connaughton, Middleton, and Portis. That's the 5 on the floor. Dame is still getting a breather, and they have a 14-2 run without Dame on the floor. Drive, attack, downhill, Turner to the rim. Turner gets fouled. So he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line now. What's good, Charles in the stream? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Miles Turner shooting 2 at the free throw line. 7:21 left to go. David on the stream. Welcome back in here, man. First one is good by Turner. I'll be back tomorrow covering Sixers against Knicks, so feel free to join in if you guys would like tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. for the next stream. Yep, this is a blowout in the making right now. Second free throw bricked off the back rim by Turner. 20-point lead from Milwaukee as Milwaukee collected the rebound when Middleton. Beverly crosses the midcourt logo. 6 for 7 shooting this quarter by the Bucks. Basically all at the rim from point-blank range. The Pacers are 1 for 4. And... oh, Rick Carlisle getting angry at the officials right now. I think he got a warning by the officials. I don't know what was said, but I believe he got a warning. His team's down by 20. Gotta watch out because anything closer is going to get you a technical foul as Lillard checks back into the game. So Dame is back on the floor now with 19 points. So he rested for almost 5 minutes. He was on pace for 60 to close out the first quarter for Damian Lillard. He had 19 in the opening quarter, 60 plus. He's on pace for Middleton. Skip pass outside. Lopez. Shot clock's winding down. Didn't realize that that's going to be a shot clock violation. So 2 shot clock violations here, one by each of the teams in the second quarter as the Pacers will have it back. Halliburton inbounds it off to Siakam. Siakam with double figures, the lone player to get there so far for the Pacers. Siakam to the rim, soars up, he scores it with a right-hand layup. 44-26. The thing is that those twos are going to help you out, but you got to make some threes in order to chip into the deficit here if you're Indiana. Alt fake, Lopez gets past Turner, kick out corner, side step to his left, Beasley on a 3 over the cylinder, no good. Crowder offensive rebound but rushed his layup attempt as he missed it off the side of the rim. Defensive rebound here leads to a transition 3, Neesmith no good. Turner went up, or that's Siakam who went up for the rebound, and Siakam went up for the putback, got fouled. So Pat Beverly picks up the shooting foul, and it'll be Pascal Siakam shooting 2 at the free throw line. $6:19 left to go in the second. 12 points in 14 minutes by Siakam. If he makes both of these, he would have a point a minute. Yeah, Mr. Tops has been doing pretty well, Mario. First one's good. Siakam's the lone player to show up so far. Yeah, Damon 19 in the first quarter. The Pacers could only muster 21 in the first quarter. 21-point lead, the largest lead, and they were able to stretch that out without Dame on the floor. They got out to a 14-2 start by the Bucks here to begin the second quarter. Bobby Portis and Chris Middleton started to go off here in the early second. Both of the free throws are good by Siakam. Siakam with 14 points in 14 minutes today. Got half of the points for the Pacers. Dame has it at the right wing. Brings along a double team. Dame working one-on-one now by Nembhard. Step back 3 in the air. Dame. And he drills it. Swoosh. At the right wing off the step back J. Contested by Nembhard, but he delivers on the triple up to 22 by Lillard. Siakam attacks downhill to the rim. Gets fouled by Lopez. 2 free throws coming up here by Siakam once again. Just nobody can stop him right now. He is in the zone. Dame going off on one-on-one coverages. Showing up in the playoffs in a major way. As this is the time where Dame time comes around. Siakam back at the free throw line. The first one's good. Hey, what's good, Christian? Welcome in. Yeah, I didn't get to stream the game today. I was out, but I saw they were crushing them. They were up like 90-something to 50-something at one point. They ended up winning by 20. Second one bricked off the rim. They're actually going to downgrade that shot by Dame. They said one of his feet was on the three-point line, so it's 46-29. So he had 19 and then 22. And that jumper is good from the perimeter. So Dame just made another one. Now he's got 24. So Damian Lillard's up to 24. Yeah, they have rolled out one previous, a deep two. One of his feet was on the three-point line. Damian Lillard's got 24. Siakam is 15 at this moment for Indiana. Missed three off the back rim. No good for Milwaukee. The rebound controlled by Siakam. Halliburton moves it across the floor off to Siakam. He'll try a three over Lopez. Bricked off the back heel. The rebound collected by Beverly here for Milwaukee. Beverly takes up the floor. Beverly dribbles up, drives downhill to the rim. Kick out corner. Crowder catch and fire three. Off the rim, no good. A rebound secure by Turner. Up the floor for Indiana, pushing it with 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Halliburton looking to get into some sort of groove. Swings it off to Turner. Turner right-handed hook. Get that out of there. Huge rejection by Brook Lopez as he swats the right-handed hook shot attempt by Miles Turner. Swats that one out of there as the Bucks came up with a basketball, and the Bucks took it up the floor and took a timeout. 4:38 left to play. Major rejection by Brook Lopez as he swatted the right-handed hook shot away that it was attempted by Miles Turner. Damian Lillard, 24 points in this first half as we're down to 4:38 before halftime. So right now we take the timeout here. 4:38 remaining in the second. Siakam with 15 points and 5 rebounds. Currently also a block. He's scored a point a minute so far. He's got 15 points in 15 minutes for Siakam, but he's basically been the team for the Pacers. He's got half of the points. After that, the number 2 scorer has 4, with Tyrese Halliburton and Miles Turner both with 4 right now. Halliburton needs to be much more aggressive if they want to have any sort of opportunity to chip into this deficit here. He's only attempted 3 shots total in this first half for Halliburton. 4 points, 3 rebounds, just 3 assists in the first half on 2 for 3 shooting. That needs to change if they want to have any sort of comeback in them, or at least get this much closer. 24 by Dame, taking over the game on 8 for 14 shooting. 8 points by Portis, 6 points by Middleton. Yeah, Pacers have played like junk today. Their interior defense was terrible to begin the second quarter. And they've yet to have any sort of answer to stop Dame. But when Dame was on the bench, the Bucks went on a 14-2 run without Dame on the floor. Dame gets the inbound. We come back to action. 4:30 left to go before halftime. 24 by Dame, the top scorer in the game. Portis sends it off to the right corner, off to Beverly. Beverly, Portis, Middleton, Dame, and Lopez. That's the 5 on the floor. Pat Beverly dribbles baseline, and he scores as he shakes past Halliburton to the rim and gets it good for 2. 51-29. Jumper, step back, 15-footer. Siakam, no good. Bricked off the back rim, rebound secure by Portis. Middleton takes it past the midcourt logo. Middleton, jumper over Siakam. Got it to go as he swashes it. Chris Middleton makes the deep 2J. He's up to 8 points tonight. Under 4 minutes left to go before halftime. What a massacre in this game here currently. Turner powers his way on Middleton. Turner floated it up off the glass. No good. Wild shot attempt right there off balance. Missed by Miles Turner. Middleton on top finds Dame. Dame floats the pass off to Portis at the left elbow. Portis backs his way, draws a double team. Middleton gets the way off to Dame. Dame's working on a big man. This is a mismatch. He's working on Turner. Jacks up the 3 over Turner, and he delivers. Bang, bang, it's a laser beam from the edge of the midcourt logo. 27 points by Damian Lillard. That's a complete mismatch right there. Miles Turner, hands not up. Feet shaking a little bit. The feet not set either. Poor defensive stance, gets burned by Dame time. Straight away at the top of the key, cold-blooded. Timeout on the floor for the Pacers. 56-29. With 3:24 left to go before halftime, as Miles Turner was not ready to guard Dame at the top, and Dame buries one. 27 points by Dame, 29 as a team for Indiana, the number one offense in the regular season. But welcome to April playoff basketball with the Pacers here. The Bucks give the Pacers a massive welcome to playoff hoops. Physicality, defensive-wise, in the welcome of Damian Lillard, Dame time arriving in the building. What a blowout here this first half. The Pacers put up 123 points per game this season. Right now they've got just 29, with just above 3 minutes left to go before half. 27 by Dame right now. And when he drops down 25 plus points, they have a 29-7 record with Dame when he's done that. Pacers missed the shot, back to action. Dame attacks downhill to the rim, make it 29 as he scores with a right-hand layup. 30, almost a 30-point lead. Corner three is good. That's the first made three of the game with 3 minutes left to go by Indiana. 58-32, they're 1 for 14 from three. That was Miles Turner who sunk it down from the corner. Inbound here to Portis. Portis guarded at the midcourt logo. Hands it off to Beverly. Beverly crossover. Beverly attacks on Halliburton. Shakes him, but got it blocked. Halliburton came up with a block. Here goes the Pacers with it. Halliburton up the floor. Flings it across the court. Nembhard. Crossover. Drives inside. Nembhard. Up fake. Finds Turner. Turner launches a three. That is way off the mark. They came into this game settling for way too many shots from the perimeter and bricking those constantly. 3 for 14 as a team shooting this quarter for Indiana. Middleton sends it off to Lopez. Lopez, rainbow, nothing but net. He splashes it. Miles Turner once again gets burned defensively. 61-32 in the top of the key three, sunk down by Lopez. Nesmith driving, kick out to the corner, the three. It's good by Nembhard. 61-35. If they'd been able to make much more of those earlier, this would be a totally different game right now. Instead of this blowout. Middleton hands it off to Dame. Dame around the screen, and we got a defensive foul here. Charged to Nembhard. Knocking down Middleton on the screener says. That'll get charged to Nembhard. The clock will stop. .131 left to go. Dame's got 29 points. (10 for 16 shooting, 5 for 8 from three-point range. Inbound goes to Portis. Portis, hand off Dame. Dame at the left wing working on Nembhard. That's been an issue today. Dame launches the jumper. Oh, he hits it. And one coming up at the free throw line as well for Damian Lillard. Oh, he can't miss tonight. 64-35. He's got 32 for Dame. Right now, he's got contacted in the shooting motion over Nembhard, and one coming up for Dame time. This looks like 4 years ago all over again. Back in the bubble. Creating his magic. The free throw is good. 65-35. Pacers with possession. Siakam has been the lone player to show up today for Indiana. Moves the ball off to Halliburton. Halliburton's been unaggressive tonight. And away from the ball here, the Bucks will pick up a foul. So 1:15 left to go. Both of these teams as well. Now into the bonus. Damian Lillard has 2 points shy of what the Pacers have on the scoreboard. 33 by Dame on 11 for 17 shooting. I'll get to his shooting splits, compare them to the entire cumulative team for Indiana once we get into halftime. I want to see that more. But Indiana just 35 total, now 36. Siakam makes the first shot at the line, shooting 2 in the bonus. Siakam's the only guy to show up tonight in this first half for the Pacers. 17 out of the 36 through Siakam. Chaz, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. This has been a major blowout right now. Second free throw is good by Siakam. Inbound to Crowder here for the Bucks. Final minute 10 left to go before halftime. Hand off to Dame. He's got 33 in the first half, on pace for almost 70, basically, for Dame. Offensive rebound controlled for Milwaukee. Portis, his pass got deflected. Connaughton in the front court corner saves it. 5 in the shot clock. Connaughton crossover, drives. Connaughton low block. Connaughton floats up the runner, and he got it for 2 over Nembhard for another bucket. 67-37. These young guards for Indiana getting picked apart defensively right now, specifically Nembhard in a lot of one-on-one matchups. Haliburton takes the 3. He rattles it in. If that aggressiveness was earlier displayed in this game, this could be a different outcome right now. Though they will be trailing because Dame's done way too much magic. Dame trying to go backdoor. He got contacted and fouled. And Dame will shoot 2 more at the free throw line. Looking for 35 going into halftime here for Dame. Incredible. He's pouring in, usually on a good day, what players score for a high score total. On a good day in a good game when one player carries the team. He's looking to challenge Luka for the top score for this season by an individual player. First free throw is good. 68-40, and Damian Lillard has scored almost as many points as the Pacers have in this first half. I'll go over the specific totals once we get into halftime and the shooting splits and everything, and into the team stats here. But Damian Lillard just made the free throw. He's got 34 points. Knocking on the doorstep if he makes this. He's got 35, and the free throw is good. 35 by Dame with under 30 seconds left to go before halftime. Pacers down by 29 right now. Haliburton dribbles up, flings it outside. Here's a 3 straight away. No good, missed off the mark by Siakam. Tipped up to Turner. Offensive rebound. 12 seconds approaching the mark left to go. Runner is good around the rim and in by Siakam. Under 10 seconds left. Total decimation in this one. Dame looking for the exclamation point before halftime as he goes for a fall away. Couldn't set it down, but Damian Lillard, a one-man show, one-man wrecking crew. Dame time on the floor, almost scored as many points as the Pacers have as a team going into halftime. In this one, 69-42. The Pacers demolishing, or the Bucks are demolishing the Pacers here. The Pacers an absolute no-show in this first half of this game as Milwaukee under Dame just, man, they are cooking right now in that first half. Alright, so I gotta get into the numbers here right now. So we go into halftime. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Damian Lillard, this is a shooting splits right now. 35 points in the first half in 19 minutes. That's unbelievable. 35 points in 19 minutes. That is, man, that's crazy. That's basically 1.8 points a minute when he's been on the floor. That's almost 2 points. It's basically a basket, like almost a minute. That's insane. 35 points in 19 minutes on 11 for 19 shooting, 6 for 10 from 3. Perfect 7 for 7 at the free throw line. Plus he has 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Those 2 assists gave him 7 points that he was accredited for. Both of them were 3-point shots. And one of the 3-point shots, Pat Connaughton was fouled, and he made the free throw on. He assisted to Malik Beasley in the first quarter from a corner 3, and then Pat Connaughton to a corner 3 that made it, plus the free throw. So that is 35 plus 7. That's 42 out of the 69 that he's accounted for Damian Lillard has accounted for the same amount of points that the Pacers have as a team collectively on the scoreboard right now. Pascal Siakam's been a lone player who showed up in this game. 19 by Siakam in 20 minutes on 7 for 13 shooting, 0 for 3 from 3. He's got 5 rebounds for Siakam. Yeah, when I was covering the T-Wolves game yesterday, Anthony Edwards, he was basically scoring a point a minute yesterday, and he was fantastic in the win for Minnesota. Dame, he's scoring over 1.8 points a minute. That's crazy. Holy smokes. Dame's got 35, Portis is 8, Middleton is 8. And the insane part about it is that Dame, so he played 19 out of the 24 minutes. The 5 minutes that he didn't, the Bucks won on a 14-2 run with Dame on the bench to begin the second quarter. And that was when Portis and Middleton started to go with work and started to take over. A 14-2 run with Dame on the bench. And then Dame comes back and he starts to pour in threes all over again. B. Price in the street, welcome in. Yeah. Pacers, man, you couldn't ask for a worse game from this team today. They played like junk. Did not set the tone whatsoever for their team early on. Some really bad basketball being displayed by Indiana. I don't know what they were doing with So they've gone with an incredibly deep rotation. Just gonna go through the numbers here. They got 11 players who's checked in this game. They went all bench players at one point, and that's where the mistakes were just going on, just all over the place for mistakes here. Isaiah Jackson, couple bad mistakes. Ben Shepherd stepped out of bounds. They had a shot clock violation too, and Jalen Smith gave the ball away to the Bucks a couple times too. Some really, really bad mistakes for them. Hey, what's good, Brian on the stream? Welcome in. Oof, sorry to hear about your Capitals. Oh, what's good, Evan on the channel? Welcome in, man. Glad to have you in, brother. Hope all is going well. Gonna have to hang out sometime, man. And happy birthday there for you, brother. I've been out all day. My actually, I've been trying to get up my my stuff because I've been having trouble loading pages for me today, actually. I was actually in Cape Cod last night and then into today. Hey, what's good? Warren on the stream. Welcome in, man. Yeah, Celtics look great so far. Yeah, happy birthday, brother. I'm just opening up Facebook right now. I was in Cape Cod last night, so I didn't get like any stuff in terms of pages up, and then I went from Cape Cod to my game at UMass Dartmouth where I was at till like 5:30. So I got home like an hour before I started off this game. Hey, what's good? Rusty in the stream. Welcome in. So, yeah, right now we're just at halftime currently here. And, man, just incredible start for Damian Lillard in this one. It's just been a sight to see. Holy smokes. Yeah, Bucks just blowing through this matchup here. It's been unbelievable. So Damian Lillard, I'll go through his numbers again. 35 points in 19 minutes, which is crazy. 11 for 19 shooting, 6 for 10 from 3. Perfect 7 for 7 at the free throw line. Plus, he's recorded 2 assists, which were, both of them were 3-point shots, and one of them was a 3-point shot that was made via a foul plus an and one, which was a 4-point play. So Damian Lillard is responsible for scoring 35 points plus 7 points he's assisted on. So that's 42 points that he's responsible for. And the Pacers have just 42 points on the scoreboard right now. Indiana's shooting a dismal 3 for 18 from 3-point range. They started off 0 for 13 from 3. They're 16 for 45 from the floor, 36% shooting. And only one player showed up with Siakam. I cannot believe the lack of aggressiveness by Tyrese Halliburton right now. 7 points by Halliburton on just 3 for 4 shooting. I mean, he's made 75% of his shots on 3 for 4. He's got to be able to be a whole more aggressive. And if he's not being aggressive, you probably would see that assist number to be more like 6 or 7 at halftime. He's only got 3 assists right now at the half for Halliburton, so he's been limited tonight. The Bucks have done a good job keying in on him defensively and getting the ball out of his hands quickly and into other players' hands to make shots. Yeah, I don't have the app for Bleacher Report. I go on their website usually, but I don't have their app. I usually go on a lot of like the websites and stuff to look around because the apps take up like a lot of space, and I try to like save spaces on my device. I know there was something that a lot of people had were trying to like write for Bleacher Report in the past, that they were taking like writers into their organization when they started up, I think. Yeah, these game ones, like constantly, there hasn't really been like any like really competitive game ones. That Knicks Philadelphia game was good. Oh, the wrench is the moderator. So I think I made you mod a couple weeks ago, since you've been on the channel for quite a bit of time for a moderator. Yeah, actually, Jeffrey's been in here for a while. If you're interested, Jeffrey, I can hit you up on one there, man. Because you've been here for quite a bit of time now on the channel. Can definitely be able to hit you up on one. Yeah, the Knicks beat the Sixers yesterday, 111 to 104. The two late games yesterday were more so the competitive ones, and then the Nuggets, they looked like they were hot in hot water early on because I covered that game last night, and they were down by 12. They came back and they won yesterday by 11, 114-103. Hey, what's good? Andrew on the channel. Welcome back in. Hope all is going well. Yeah, it's been a blowout. Damian Lillard. If you came here to see the Damian Lillard show, you definitely got a treat for it if you're a Bucks fan in the first half. I saw somebody else made a video on how the Damian Lillard trade has been absolutely terrible. And tonight, that has been proven the other analysts wrong. Like, wow. Did he show up in a big way here tonight in this playoff game? I'm interested to see how many points he'll be able to finish up with at the end of this one. I remember there was a game in the bubble. This went back to 2020. James Harden was still on the Rockets at the time. It was Mavs versus Rockets, Luka against Harden, and both of those guys were going off. I think both Luka and Harden had somewhere around 30 going into halftime. And the final score was something crazy. I think it was like 150 at the time. Like, this was a crazy score. Like something like 156 to 149 or something like that along those lines back in the bubble. But nowadays, we get those scores quite a bit with teams scoring in the 140s and 150s. Yeah, Rusty points out that he like to do something. Yeah, whatever's like comfortable that would work out for you. Feel free to try it out and see. Like whatever's like of interest for you. That's what I would say, to go at it and try your best to like put it together. He's on track for it right now. I think he's probably going to fall short unless this game gets closer. So that's the only thing. I think Dame's probably going to fall shy of his career high 71 because this game is not close right now. If it was like something like 69 to 60, if the Pacers were pulling their weight and this game was a shootout but for both of these teams and looking like it was going to go well over, then I think he would be able to cross that 71-point mark. But I think he's probably going to get pulled at some point, especially if the Pacers can't generate anything to start off this game. But hey, they just scored as we start off the third quarter as we're back to action. Aaron Nesmith, as they go right to left on the floor, fired away from three, buried the three as we begin now the third quarter. 69-45. Left to right on the court goes the Bucks. Jumper misfired, no good by Portis. It is Portis, Lopez, Dame, Middleton, and Beverly. That's the five of the floor. Slicing defenders. Hey, they're making a case right now. Siakam takes it a distance. He scores for two, and he got fouled. Part of a 5-zip run to begin the second half for Indiana. 69-47. So Indiana starting to play, and yeah, there might be a case here for Dame to see if he can break his career high of 71. If Indiana starts to creep back in this game, it allows Dame to be able to fuel himself here for the second half and have that opportunity. The free throw was missed at the line, though, for Siakam. Middleton backs his way. Turnaround jumper over. Neesmith drills the 2. 71-47. Handoff goes over to Nembhard. Puts the ball into the hands to Siakam. Dribbles up is Halliburton. Outside finds Turner. Turner with a high arcing 3 missed off the rim. Good box out by Lopez, who collects the defensive rebounds. Bucks here will slow down the tempo. 51% by Milwaukee, just 38% in this entire game for Indiana. Up fake at the wing by Middleton. Lobs it off to the low block. It's Lopez. Lopez, spin move. Lopez up over Siakam. No good. Missed it off the back heel, and the rebound gets secured here by Indiana. Bounce pass top of the key. Dribble, drive, attack, downhill. Try to throw down a poster dunk with Miles Turner, and Brook Lopez commits the shooting foul, as Turner tried to posterize Lopez, and Lopez tried to go up for the rejection, but got his shooting arm instead. So Turner will head back to the line. Hey, Michael on the stream, welcome in. Armando on the channel, welcome in. Yeah, no problem. I got you there, Jeffrey. So thanks for the Bruins update for tomorrow. And Jeff, welcome in the stream. Both of the shots good at the free throw line. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. Blowout game right now, up by 22. For the Bucks. Dame with possession. Dame's got 35. Dame dribbles up free throw circle. Takes the jumper. 18-footer. Around the rim and out. Misfired on the shot. The rebound control for Indiana by Turner. Siakam sends it off to Neesmith. Back into the hands of Siakam. Puts the ball into the hands here of Halliburton. Flings it off to Siakam. Leads up to the wide open jumper. He connects on the 2. 71-51, making things interesting. Still a long way down remaining in this game for the Pacers. 23. Scored by Pascal Siakam for total points right now. Outside it goes to Lopez. Lopez lobs it off to Dame. Dame at the left wing perimeter. Lillard towards his right at the top. Passes out to the left corner. Crowder backs his, or that's Portis. Portis backs his way. Turnaround. Gutted a drop. Good for the bucket. 15-foot turnaround Jay at the free throw circle. Able to connect on the 2 by Portis. Portis works his way up now to double figures. He has got himself 12 points at the moment, and a quick shot connected from 3 for Indiana. So down by 19 as Lopez has it here top of the key. Lopez shovels off to Portis. Portis dribbles up, backs his way, low block. Portis moves it outside Lopez into the hands Portis. Portis 8 on the shot clock. Portis turnaround jumper bounces in. And that's his 12 right there. So we had 10 before that, and now it updates over to 12 points. 75-54, Halliburton moves it off to the perimeter. Neesmith has it. Neesmith off the jab step, dribble drive, kick out corner. Turner backs his way on Portis. Turner forced out to his right, deep 2 jumper. That's a very tough shot right there with both of his feet inside the 3-point arc on a deep 2. And here goes Lillard up the floor. Finds Portis. Portis floats up the runner. 15-footer. No good off the mark. Hustle play. Pat Beverly collects the offensive rebound and sets up a new 14 in the shot clock for Milwaukee. Turnaround jumper, 12-footer. It is good for 2 more by Portis, though he pushed off, so they will not count the bucket by Portis. Offensive foul committed by Portis, so we'll go back to Indiana. Approaching 8 minutes left to go in the third. Pacers starting to chip into the deficit a little bit, but gonna need to make their shots and come up with stops as well. Missed quarter 3 by Turner. Turner's taking way too many perimeter shots here. Just get to the rim if you're a big man here. Middleton lost a dribble. Middleton Inside the key went down. Good to see he's back up on his feet. That was concerning at first. He got past the second level right there off a jump stop, and then he went down, but Middleton able to get back up on his feet fine. $75-54 currently. If you're just joining in, Damian Lillard, he had 35 points in the first half. The Pacers as a team had 42 total. Lillard scored or assisted on the first 42 of 69 points in the game going into half. We get 115 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and let us know out in the chat who you like for this one here. Bucks or Pacers, as Milwaukee down the far side turned it over. This is going to send number 5, Malik Beasley, onto the floor. Bobby Portis will take a seat on the bench now for the Bucks. Under 7:40 left to play here in the third. Pacers down by 21 with a possession as they drive, attack, bounce pass, right corner off to Turner. Turner drives baseline. Huge collision right there as he goes over Beverly. Missed the shot, got poked into the cylinder for 2. Oh! We got a scrum right now on the floor or something? Oh, yeah. Players right now have to get separated right now. Somebody stepped over someone on the floor. A Pacers player did. They stepped over a Bucks player. Pat Beverly was the player who went down. I believe it was Nembhard who stepped on Beverly at the end of this play. Let's see. Turner leading into Beverly. Beverly tried to take the charge, couldn't get it. Siakam missed the first one, got the second one. And then somebody, oh yeah, Nembhard, he backpedaled into the play, and then things got chippy from there on out. And we're going to go to a timeout here. They're going to have to get this all sorted. Beverly was underneath the hoop, and there were a sea of yellow jerseys going up for the basketball, and they were over the top on top of Beverly. They only showed a brief replay, but we're going to take the timeout here on the floor and get this all sorted. I'm going to see if there's anything on Twitter, if anybody posts the video or anything, because I want to see this close up. Definitely the instigator about that was Nembhard, because Nembhard, Beverly was still down. After the play concluded, it was Siakam who got the tip in. Beverly was underneath the hoop, down. So what happened was Turner floated up a runner. Beverly tried to take the charge. Beverly went down on his backside underneath the hoop. The shot missed off the glass by Turner. Siakam was on the left side of the glass. Tipped it off the glass the first time. Tipped it back in the second time off the rebound. And then Nembhard was close by as well. There were 3 yellow uniforms underneath the hoop at the same time that Beverly was down in his backside underneath the hoop. And then after the play was finished, everybody cleared, and then Nembhard came backpedaling in next to where Beverly was down. And then things escalated from there, pushing and shoving in between the players convening against one another, and then the refs had to separate it. So the thing's going to have to get separated here. What they have on the floor, but I want to see, like, what, if anybody posted anything about what just happened. I want to see more replays to give you guys the best description as possible here. Yeah, Pat Beverly got absolutely wrecked by Turner off the floater. And that was a no call by the referees, which I could not believe that was a no call right there. How he floated it up and just went down hard in his backside. Yeah, no video yet, so nobody's been able to load it up yet. Somebody's got the video of Pat Beverly going down off Turner, but they don't have the entire play. So I want to see the back end of that play. That's when the whole retaliation happened, and it started with Nembhard, as he was very close Looked like a stomp motion by Nembhard, but it wasn't on the body of Beverly. It was right next, like, a couple feet nearby. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Nembhard with a left foot. It was like a stop motion right in front of Dame, as Nembhard was... And Dame having some words right now with Nembhard. So we see the replay right now coming back for the timeout. Technical foul picked up by Andrew Nembhard. Dame got issued a technical foul as well for that. Yeah, Nembhard was the one who was the instigator of it with a left foot move with a stop. Beverly, dump off underneath, leads the two-way to flush by Brook Lopez with a slam. 77-56 Milwaukee. What a decimation in this game right now as we're down to 7 minutes left to play in the third. Siakam, hand off to Nembhard. Nembhard dribbles up to the elbow. Nembhard working on Dame one-on-one where things have got chippy here recently. Jumper, deep two, got it to go. Good for the deep two by Siakam. It's been the lone guy basically to show up tonight for the Pacers here. Pascal Siakam's pouring in 27 points out of the 58 that Indiana has on the scoreboard. Jumper, 15-footer, got it. Right down the middle, trading buckets for the deep twos. There's Middleton, who cashes home the two. 21-point lead for Milwaukee. Siakam has it at the left wing, looking to add to his total, sends it off to Turner. Turner outside into the hands to Siakam, moves it off to Halliburton. Halliburton off the double team, kick out corner. Nesmith with a three. Off the mark, no good. Beasley collects the defensive rebound, and Siakam gets called into over the back foul. So he went over the back off the rebound, and this is going to be Bucks basketball, 6:05 left to go. A lot of good viewers for this one tonight. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and keep on coming back for future live streams. I'll be back tomorrow night covering Knicks against Sixers at 7:30 if you'd like to join in, be a part of that stream. Approaching 6 minutes left to go in the third. Beverly fires it out to the top here to Lopez. Hand off Middleton. Middleton turns the corner, dribble drive, right down the lane inside. He scores with a right-hand layup. Chris Middleton started to take over this game recently. 14 by Middleton. Dame's still stuck at 35. But Middleton being a key contributor. Back-to-back buckets he has scored in a row. Pacers with the ball, 81-58. Nesmith, wide open three straight away, bricked off the back rim, pinwheeled around the defense where the Bucks are able to scoop up the defensive board with Beasley. Beasley on the floor with Dame, Middleton, Holiday, and Lopez. Lopez, rainbow three, no good, too long. Rebound secure for Indiana. Indiana shooting a horrendous 5 for 24 at 21% from three. The lob gets sent over to Siakam, passes off to the cutter, and TJ McConnell scores the layup. 21-point lead here. What's good, Anthony Edwards in the stream? You did amazing last night there, man. Middleton looking to turn the corner. An offensive foul picked up. Charged to Lopez, though, in the screener. So a turnover committed by Milwaukee. I'll say yes for McConnell. He's got 4 right now. I think this game's going to still be out of reach at the end of it, so he's probably going to get more opportunities towards the end of this game, which will get him some more points in garbage time. So I'll say yes there that TJ at the end of it will get at least 8 tonight. He's midway there. He's got 4 right now. Siakam's got 27. The rest of the team is 33 for the Pacers as they attack downhill. McConnell got it blocked out of bounds by Lopez. So McConnell's on the floor currently. Lopez swatted that shot out of bounds. Pacers get the inbound. It's Nesmith who's on the floor with Siakam, Halliburton, McConnell, and Turner. Turner, fall away. Tough shot. He connects on the 2 at the baseline. See, they've been able to pull within 19. The thing is that they haven't been able to close the gap even further. 14 by Turner right now. He's attempted a bunch of shots. He's 4 for 14 from the floor. There's a big response by Middleton for the deep 2J. 83-62. Just above 4 minutes left to go in the third. Halliburton crossover, drives downhill, kick out, corner, open three, Turner, no good. Bricked off the back rim. Dame couldn't collect a rebound. Halliburton came right back with it, and he soared up for the two-handed dunk. 19-point lead again, but Milwaukee's going to trade off a bucket like they usually do. Connaughton to the rim, and he got blocked out of bounds by Turner. 19-point lead. That time the Pacers finally were able to play some defense. That has not been the case tonight. Obi Toppin will check on the floor, and he'll replace Siakam. Siakam will take a seat on the bench right now. Jalen Smith comes back on the floor. He's played some pretty poor minutes tonight for the Pacers for Jalen Smith. These are his numbers. No points in 7 minutes. 0 for 2 shooting. He does have 6 rebounds, but he's got 2 turnovers and a foul. Couple really bad passes that resulted in a turnover. Inbound here. Dame still stuck at 35. Missed a jumper at the baseline. The Pacers defense is tightened up against Dame here in the second half. McConnell has it up the floor here as we're down to 3.5 left to play in the third. Off the top and draws a double team. Flings it outside into the hands to McConnell. McConnell with an open three. Bricked off the rim. Offensive rebound controlled by Smith. That's Smith's 7th rebound. McConnell with a three. No good. Bricked another one. So it goes back to Milwaukee. They've had so many opportunities for the Pacers, but McConnell breaking back-to-back threes. That last possession, Dame drives, runner inside. Got it a drop. Will they count it? Dame is signaling a challenge. The officials will not give Dame the bucket as he was leading in. If that's on Jalen Smith, that's going to be his second foul. Yeah, that's on Jalen Smith there in a leaner. Picks up his second foul of the night. They're not going to count the bucket, though. That should have been an and one by Dame. Referees wave it off, though. They ruled that the foul was committed before the shooting motion. Siakam's got 27 points and 8 rebounds right now. He's the top scorer, top rebounder for the Pacers. Missed shot underneath by Dame. Tipped up in the air. The rebound goes over to Toppin. Toppin receives the pass from McConnell. Shovels off to McConnell. Moves it out to his right to Halliburton. McConnell, 12 in the shot clock. McConnell, open at the top. Crossover, spin move. Drives on AJ Green. Moves it outside. Smith gallops down the lane. Burst of speed, and he gets fouled. Met by backside defense there. I believe it's going to be charged to AJ Green on the shot, and this will send Jalen Smith to the free throw line to shoot 2 once we get back from the timeouts. 2:35 left remaining in the third quarter, and a total decimation in this first game of the series as the Bucks lead by 19. Jason, what's good? Glad to have you back in the stream, brother. If you're new in the channel, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. This has been quite a good outcome here for a lot of people on the stream for this game tonight. Jason with a dono. You the legend, man. Let's get that dono hype for Jason out in the chat. Feel free to join back in tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow night covering the Knicks against the Sixers for game number 2, so feel free to join in if you guys would like. Damian Lillard, 35 points. All those points scored at halftime for Dame. It's been shut down here in this third quarter. The Pacers actually lead the third quarter Bucks 22-14. Middleton's got 16. Portis is 12. Pacers led by Siakam with 27, alongside 8 rebounds. Nembhard is Turner is 14. Halliburton's been limited to just 9. And Tyrese Halliburton's not having an aggressive game. It's not like the thing is, he's just not shooting the ball. He's not being aggressive today. 9 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for Halliburton. 27 total minutes on just 4 for 5 shooting from the floor. Just an type of aggressive, not really an aggressive game for Halliburton tonight. So this is basically as close as they've tried to close the gap here. It's been 19 for Indiana. They just can't seem to get it further. That's the thing. Pacers are down to 2 timeouts left. The Bucks have 4 timeouts remaining. Just way too many threes for Indiana. They did not come with a good game plan today because they usually force turnovers and push the ball constantly up the floor and drive upon fast break points. Tonight they've been limited to just 6 total points on the fast break. And for the Pacers in this game, they're just 5 for 27 from 3-point range. They just can't find their stroke from the perimeter. Miles Turner's taking way too many threes. Like, that's going to stop here. He's got 14 points, but he's 4 for 15 from the floor. He's 2 for 8 from 3. Yeah, Turner's around a 36% perimeter shooter. He averages around 4 threes per game. He's doubled that total tonight to 8 threes. Just not finding his stroke tonight for Turner. So back from the timeout, Jalen Smith got fouled. He'll shoot 2, and Jalen Smith made both of the free throws. This is as close as it's been. They're closing the gap little by little, 83-66, trailing by 17. They got it to 19, and now they get it to 17. Green, up fake from the corner. A.J. Green from Milwaukee missed off the back rim. Rebound secured here by McConnell. Up the floor finds Siakam. Siakam kick out to the corner. Ben Shepherd with a 3. He lines it up and splashes it. It's got it interesting here, folks. It's 83-69. Approaching 2 minutes left to play in the third. Damian Lillard has been held scoreless in this third quarter. He had 35 in the first half. Dame brings along a double team. Portis, kick out corner. Open 3, A.J. Green. Bricked off the back rim, no good. It's rebounded by Indiana. Oh my, is the Bucks going to pull a Joe Mazzulla versus the Hawks from earlier on in the month when they were up by 30? Here's a quarter 3, Shepherd once again. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Milwaukee. I was about to go bang a bang right there. Ben Shepherd had made another 3. A rookie from Belmont. Minute 30 left to play. 14-point lead by Milwaukee. The Bucks were cruising. They were up by over 30 at one point in this game. Dame, pull-up jumper, misfired from 3. Milwaukee's largest lead was 30. Minute 20 left to go here. McConnell moves it outside. Shepherd with a 3. Couldn't convert. Oh man, the same place that he attempted the last one and made it prior to the miss previous to that in the opposite quarter. The Bucks have been held scoreless for the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Portis pulls up for the jumper. Final minute. He couldn't bury a 3. Skipped around the rim and out. The Pacers secured a rebound, able to save it at the baseline. Cross-court pass, McConnell. Outside Shepherd this time gives it up to Toppin. And an offensive foul. Picked up, charge to Indiana out in transition. It will go back to the Bucks. 50 seconds left to go. This is getting too close for comfort here. If you're Doc Rivers in Milwaukee, you had a 30-point lead, and now the Pacers have cut it down to half, over a half, and it's a 14-point game. Crossing midcourt with Beverly. Beverly is working on Shepherd. 40 seconds left to play. Beverly finds an opening. Beverly attacks. Shepherd commits a reach and fall, though, from behind. 38.8 seconds. I mean, this goes down as one of these games that, yeah, it's a marathon of a game. If Indiana's able to come back and get this one today. How about this third quarter box score? 27-13 in favor of the Pacers. Crazy. Tale of two halves indeed right now, or more so, just the difference between the first 2 quarters and the third quarter at this moment. Ben Shepherd will substitute out of the game. If you're the Pacers, you got to find a hot hand and go immediately to that hot hand. They haven't been able to get that hot hand tonight. McConnell falls down onto the play defensively. Gets back up, though, into the hands here of Portis. Portis backs his way, low block, 4 in the shot clock. Under 30 seconds left to go. Portis off the turnaround, missed the shot, no good. A rebound secured by Turner that's secured by Siakam for Indiana. Siakam's in the floor alongside Halliburton, McConnell, Smith, And McConnell with possession. 10 seconds left to go. Edge of the midcourt logo. McConnell looks for a screen to be set up. McConnell dribbles, drives, inside, float to the runner. Goes around the rim. It's good for 2 by TJ McConnell. And the 3-4 court shots. No good off the glass. Missed by Milwaukee at the buzzer. It's only a 12-point game. 83-71. TJ McConnell gets the runner to go with 1 second left to play in the third quarter as he works his way up to 6 points off the bench now for TJ. We got a game right now, folks. Doc Rivers had his team up by 30, and now the Pacers have crawled back, winning 12. A 30-point lead has been chopped down to 12, and this is going to be a remarkable 12 minutes of basketball upcoming. Make sure to keep on tuning in because we got a fourth quarter left to go, and the Pacers got all the momentum right now. 29-14, third quarter run in favor of Indiana in a yucky offensive quarter. If the Pacers can find a go-to guy that can make threes, then they got a chance here tonight to do the unthinkable and make the 30-point comeback. And going to be looking at the end of this game as Doc Rivers, and it's going to be looking like Joe Mazzulla from earlier this month against the Hawks, blowing a 30-point lead, playing uninspired, not physical basketball in the second half. Holy smokes. We got a game here. Fourth quarter coming up. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Siakam, low-key under the radar, having an excellent night. He's got 27 points in 31 minutes. 9 rebounds on Siakam on 11 for 18 shooting. 14 by Miles Turner. Halliburton needs to get going. If the Pacers want to have any chance to come back, it all starts with Tyrese Halliburton. 9 points tonight by Halliburton, but his scoring total is low. He's barely shot the ball. He's 4 for 5 in this entire game shooting. He's got to start to take over this fourth quarter if you want to have a chance here for Indiana, because they got guys that's called from 3. Halliburton's only 1 for 2 from 3. He took over games this season in the final 5 minutes. Took over games, starting to find his shot, find his stroke, and be able to tap into his inner aggressiveness in the final 5 for Halliburton. Tonight, just 9.6 rebounds, 5 assists for Halliburton. He's avoided foul trouble this entire game with no personal fouls. Nembhard, just 3 points by him tonight. And then Nesmith has yet to find his shot either. He is 1 for 6 from 3, just 5 points by Nesmith. Dame had 35 in the first half, did not score in the third quarter. 35 by Dame, 16 by Middleton, 12 by Portis. After a clinic of a first half by Milwaukee, they led by 30. Now it's chopped down to 12. What a start right now. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here. Type it in. Bucks, Pacers. Put the team that you're rooting for out in the chat. We got a battle to the finish. And I cannot believe I'm saying that because this was not a game. This was a 30-point blowout at one point. Milwaukee gets the inbound, left to right on the floor for the Bucks as we start off the fourth quarter of action. Pat Beverly on the floor with Pat Connaughton, Malik Beasley, Bobby Portis, and Chris Middleton. Dame will start off the fourth quarter on the bench getting a breather. Middleton with a 3. Laser beam as he delivers straight away from the top. 86-71. That's a big booster right there for Milwaukee as they up the lead to 15. TJ McConnell, he's got 6 points, sends it off the top, and McConnell topping Jalen Smith, Ben Shepherd, and Pascal Siakam. That's the 5 on the floor. Currently, Turner and Halliburton are both on the bench. They go with a pivot. McConnell gets the bucket as he scores. Good for 2. TJ McConnell now up to 8 points tonight. 13-point game. Portis off the backdoor cutter, bounces in, and 1 coming up in the free throw line for Bobby Portis. Portis taking it the distance, slicing through a double team. Jalen Smith committing the foul from behind. And he gets the bucket, a drop, and one for Portis. Circuit Skull on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. 14 points now for Bobby Portis. Free throw is good. Bounces in. 89-73. So the three-point play gets complete there for Milwaukee. 16-point lead. Down to under 11 minutes left to go. McConnell lobs it off to Siakam. Siakam at the right elbow. Pass it off to the cutter. Backdoor. Top it. He scores. Up and it off the backboard. Good urgent possession right there for the Pacers. Great find by Siakam to dump it down the top and at the low block underneath to turn around and get the buckets. Beasley has it here at the corner for the Bucks. Puts the ball outside off to Portis. Portis, top of the key. Hand off to Middleton on the perimeter. Middleton guarded by Siakam 1-on-1. 4 on the shot clock. Launches from deep. No good. Bricked off the back rim. McConnell collects the rebound and swiped away out of bounds by Beverly. Beverly wants a challenge right now. So we'll see if Milwaukee will take one or no. Milwaukee does have 4 timeouts remaining. Pat Beverly thought it was out of bounds off of TJ McConnell. And the Bucks will not challenge this call on the floor. Beverly was signaling challenge, but I think he was the only one who wanted that challenge here. As everybody else knew that Beverly touched it out of bounds. 5 in the shot clock for the Pacers. Outside to Smith in the corner. Smith has to launch here. Smith, shot clock winding down to 2. Skip pass out to the wing. A 3. Catch and fire, no good. Missed the mark for Indiana. They came up with an offensive rebound with Jalen Smith, and Jalen Smith went down in the hardwood. Got contacted into by Middleton, who picked up the foul. So that's a loose ball foul charged to Middleton on the floor. This will stay Pacers basketball. Pacers get the inbound. McConnell down by 14. Moves it off to Toppin. Toppin at the left wing. Sends it off to Siakam. Siakam with a deep 2J. Missed off the rim. No good. Connaughton collects the defensive rebound. 9:45 left to go in the fourth. Crossing midcourt with Beverly. Beverly's guarded at the edge of the midcourt logo. Finds Middleton. Middleton puts up a leaner, and Middleton gets fouled. So Chris Middleton, 2 shots coming up here at the line from Milwaukee. So it was Pascal Siakam who picked up the personal foul. Foul trouble looks like this currently. Nembhard has 3 personal fouls. Everybody else with 2, 1, or 0 for the Pacers. And then foul trouble for the Bucks. 4 personal fouls by Middleton. Everybody else with 2, 1, or 0 for Milwaukee. Middleton's first free throw is good. 15-point Bucks lead. Middleton with a made free throw has got himself up to 20. The free throw is good. 91-75. Underneath, and McConnell took it a distance as he soars up, scores the layup. 91-77 now. Under 9.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. McConnell's got himself double digits with 10. It's going to be kick out to the corner here. Beverly over to the open 3, and Crowder knocks down the 3 ball. Big 3 that they were able to drop down in the corner. Siakam had his strip. Siakam lost control of the basketball. Unhappy about the officials right there. As the official underneath the hoop said play on. Did not blow the whistle. Quarter 3 splash. Malik Beasley, bang, bang. Nails down a triple. The lead's back to 20. Damian Lillard on the bench during that extended period of time. Getting a breather. Goes up to Jay Crowder. Daps him up. We head to the timeout. Back-to-back 3s made by the Bucks by Crowder at the right corner and Beasley from the left corner. And Dame right now is loving it as he goes up to Crowder, daps him up, heading to the timeout. 8:54 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bucks by 20, 97-77. Big response back from Milwaukee, part of a 14-6 run by the Bucks to begin the fourth quarter. The Pacers were looking like they could have the opportunity to flip the switch and make things real interesting and have a good chance to make this a single-digit game. They were down by 30. They closed the gap within 12 at the end of the third. The Pacers outscored the Bucks 29-14 in the third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, the Bucks silencing the Pacers run once again, part of a 14-6 Bucks start to the fourth. Dame with 35, 21 and 10 by Middleton. Middleton's got a double-double with points and rebounds, 15 by Portis. Terrod on the stream, welcome in. Yeah, so Dame was on the bench during that period of time. Siakam's got 27, 14 by Turner. It's been shocking here that Halliburton just hasn't been himself tonight right now. Halliburton just 9 total points. Yeah, Toppin's got just 4. He's only played 11 minutes tonight for Toppin. Somebody here at T.J. McConnell with 8+ points, so he's cashing it in on McConnell tonight. McConnell's got 10 right now, so he reached double figures tonight for McConnell. Yeah, just kind of shocked that Halliburton has not been aggressive at all today. He's only attempted 5 shots this entire game, just 9 points in 29 minutes, 4 for 5 shooting, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for him. Wow. Holy smokes. So somebody bet out there that OKC, he placed a 37,000 plus bet on the OKC to win it all. And if they do, he got 1.7 million. Wow. Best of luck to that man right there. I'm not sure how risking that 37 grand's going to go on OKC, especially in a very challenging West. Usually the top seed in the West isn't the team that comes out of the West either, usually because the West has been so much more wide open compared to the East recently. Ice Baby with a dono, really appreciate it for the dono. We come back for the timeout right now. Usually it's a low-key, like, hidden 2 or 3 seed out of the West that comes out and wins the championship usually. Missed corner jumper by Indiana as we came back from the timeout there. They're only 19% from 3 in this game. Bucks are going to slow it down with a 20-point advantage. Middleton at the Pfizer Forum logo. He's defended by Toppin. So Toppin right now is on the floor. Middleton, turnaround jumper at the elbow, sends it through. It's good for 2. Chris Middleton picking up the work here in the second half. Middleton's got 21 and 10 rebounds. Skip pass, right corner, Neesmith, hand in the face, 3, no good, around the rim and out. Down to 8 minutes left to play as Portis collected the defensive rebounds. Portis crosses the midcourt logo. Pass got deflected off the fingertips, and Neesmith almost had the steal. Middleton at the left elbow. Middleton around the perimeter crossover. Middleton up fake. Middleton leans in. The shot came off short. The rebound controlled by Halliburton. Halliburton full court outlet ahead off to Neesmith, but the defense came back quickly for the Bucks. Wide open 3 by Toppin as he bricked it off the back rim, and the rebound gets secured by Beverly for Milwaukee. Under 7.5 left to go. Beverly's going to slow it down. Middleton with possession into the hands to Crowder. Bounce past Portis. Portis working on Turner 101. Portis jab step jumper. Deep 2 off the rim short. And Toppin collected a defensive rebound. Toppin, Halliburton, Turner. Neesmith and Nembhard is the 5 on the floor currently for the Pacers. Halliburton Dribbles up to the elbow. Halliburton double clutch his pass inside the key. Loose ball. And there's a turnover in and onto the fingertips of Turner. They got it back though. Halliburton came up with a quick steal. And Halliburton and Portis, both of them got tangled up here as Portis picks up a reach and foul. So down to 6:44 left to go. Dame will check back into the game. Dame has not scored in the second half. He had 35 points all in the first half. Pacers down by 22 will get the inbound. They made things interesting closing out the third quarter, trailing by 12. They were down as many by 30, but that was too much of a run in them as it looks like they're gassed right now. Corner three missed the mark by the Pacers. The Pacers averaged 123 points per game in the regular season. Top offense in the NBA. Tonight limited to 77, almost crossing the midway marker. Left to go in the fourth as Portis attacks inside. We got bodies flying everywhere. Portis goes down hard. Portis gets helped out to his feet as he collided with Toppin, who took the charge underneath the hoop. What's good, Alcan on the stream? Welcome in. 6:20 left to go. Portis will take a seat back on the bench for the Bucks. Brook Lopez checks back in now for Milwaukee. I'll be back tomorrow night for Knicks versus Sixers. Feel free to join in if you'd like to be a part here of the stream tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. for Knicks versus Sixers game 2. Pacers with possession, just above 6 minutes left to go in the fourth. The pass fired down low, tip deflected off the top of the backboard, but it went off a Dame, sailed to the shot clock out of bounds. This will stay Indiana ball. Bobby Portis is being checked out right now by the medical staff. He took a hard fall down in the hardwood for him. Tough trooper out there. Looks like he's okay though. Turner, spin move, pivots, up and through with a right hand hook. It's a travel though. They will not count the buckets for Turner. John, welcome in. Yeah, I thought this game would be much, much closer today. The Pacers played like garbage in the first half for them. Missing threes all over the place, turnovers everywhere, and then that 30-point deficit was just too much to come from behind in this game as Dame, Terran here looking for Dame to stay at 35. He just missed the floater inside the key, so he's stuck at 35 at the moment. 5:40 and counting down left to go. Siakam jumper, low block. He got it for 2. Over Lopez, it's a 20-point game. Bucks are going to slow it down. Crossing midcourt with Beverly. Siakam's got 29. He's been a one-man show for the Pacers. His teammates haven't been able to step up. Beverly lost it, got it back. Sends it off to the corner. The three. On a laser, it's made by Beasley. 102-79. What a way to continue that play. It looked like they were dead in the water on that last play right there. We take a look at this replay here. Beverly lost it. Halliburton couldn't come up with a loose ball. Beverly got it back as he was down in the hardwood. Hustle plays like that. He shoveled it over to Malik Beasley, wide open in the corner. Beasley jacked up a three and he sunk it. One team came today to make their threes. The other did not. Milwaukee, 12 made threes out of 32 attempts, 37.5% from the perimeter. Pacers just buried one from the outside. So it's now 102-82 with under 4.5 left to go. That was Miles Turner who just made the three. Dame has it here at the top of the key. Dame moves it outside. Beasley gonna try a three, bricked off the back rim, and Siakam collects the defensive rebounds. This is a best of 7 for the first round, and that is a turnover committed. Up the floor here goes Milwaukee with it with Dame as we're down to just about 4 minutes left to go. Dame just floated up a runner, missed off the rim, no good. A rebound secured here for the Pacers. Kick out quarter, the three. Siakam got it. 102-85. If they'd been making much more of those earlier, they'd have a chance, but right now, 3-point difference maker looks like this. The Bucks are 12 for 32. The Pacers are just... And this number's got to update. It was actually stuck, so It's going to update here. And we're going to take a timeout as well. The Bucks are 13 for 35 from 3. The Pacers are just 8 for 37 right now. 37% by Milwaukee from 3. The Pacers are under 22% from 3. And we'll take the timeout here. 3:53 left to go. That's a Pacers timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left. Bucks have 4 timeouts remaining. Hey, what's good? Hockey from home. Welcome in. Hope all is going well. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. And Damian Lillard, 35 points, all in the first half for Dame today. Yet to score in the second half for him. Middleton's got 23. He's really come out here in half 2. 15 by Bobby Portis with 10 rebounds. The Pacers led by basically Siakam. Siakam's been a one-man show tonight. He's got 32 points, 11 rebounds for Siakam. 17 by Turner. It's on a high volume, though, and 5 for 16 shooting. And 3 for 9 from 3 by Turner. 17.7 boards for him. Tyrese Halliburton did not... he was not aggressive at all tonight. 9 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, only 5 attempted shots. He went 4 for 5, but... he just... when he had the ball, he just did not shoot it for Halliburton. He took over games this season for Halliburton. You got to be more aggressive, and he's a big reason why the Pacers aren't going to be able to win this game tonight. Yeah, looking like all the home teams are going to win the first game, so it's down to the Pelicans to see if they can upset the Thunder tonight. That's the only team that can see if they can win on the road with one more game remaining for game 1, that is, on the road. It's a really, really poor game today by Halliburton because he was efficient. It's just he barely attempted any shots. And other guys struggled too. Neesmith was just 1 for 7 from 3. Nembhard went just 1 for 4 from the floor today. Toppin scored just 4 points in 13 minutes. McConnell had 10. McConnell almost tripled the amount of shots that he took compared to Halliburton. McConnell went 5 for 13. Halliburton went 4 for 5. That's like yesterday when I was looking at the box score for the Lakers that D'Lo took over 20 shots. And Austin Reeves didn't have the ball shared into his hands enough. He was in the single digits yesterday, but effective with it, whereas D'Lo kept on jacking up shots and missing. 102-85, under 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Dame is still on the floor. Dame off the inbound, turned it over, threw it to the wrong player. Turner came up with a steal. Siakam attacks, Euro step to the rim. And that will be, they're going to call it offensive, I believe here. Charge to Siakam off the Euro step as he bulldozed over Middleton. Or no, they're going to give him the free throws. Yeah, they're going to give him the free throws actually here for Siakam. So they did not count it as an and 1. So Siakam's going to shoot 2 free throws. 2 shots by Siakam. First one he missed. So we are down to 3:47 left to go. Now it looked like it should have gone in the other way with a charge. Middleton will check out. Portis comes back in now for Milwaukee. And got a substitution here as well as Beverly will come back in and Pat Connaughton will take a seat on the bench. Damian Lillard still on the floor. So we got Dame, Beverly, Crowder, Lopez, and Portis. That's the 5 on the floor currently as Portis collects the defensive rebound. 0 for 2 that trip on the free throws at the line by Siakam. 5 on the floor for Indiana is Turner, Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Tyrese Halliburton, the 5th player on the floor. There's a block in the corner by Siakam. Up the floor, Nesmith passes ahead of the pack here. Nembhard to the rim. And we will have another contact here and fall. They're going to count the bucket, so that will be an and one. So the Pacers in transition scored a layup and one at the line for Indiana. Yeah, that was delayed on the scoreboard right there. So Doc Rivers trying to get his team organized right now for the final 3:22. Nembhard made the layup +1 plus the free throw. 102-88, 14-point game. Inbound, they're looking for it for the Bucks, and the Bucks have to burn a timeout. They were not organized off the inbounds right there. .322 left to go. Milwaukee is down to 2 timeouts left. The Pacers are down to 1. Pacers down by 14. They got win in 12 to close out the third, and then the Bucks upped it to 20. Now, got it to 14, but this is going to be too little too late. Yeah, so both Nesmith and Nembhard, both of them started, and yeah, both of them have really rough games today, plus Halliburton as well. Nesmith scored just 5 points. He's now 2 for 9 shooting. Nembhard's only got 6 on 2 for 5 shooting, and just been shocking that Halliburton tonight. Only 5 total attempted shots. He's only scored 9 points by Halliburton. Hey, what's good? Skywave on the stream. Welcome in. That's a quick 30-second timeout taken by Doc Rivers. 2 timeouts remaining for Milwaukee, 1 for Indiana. Pacers in the bonus. Bucks will get the inbounds. Milwaukee gets the inbound of their backcourt. Dame is on the floor with Middleton, Beverly, Portis, and Lopez. That's the 5 of the court currently for Milwaukee. 3:15 left to go. The ball goes into the hands to Dame. Dame with 35 points, all in the first half. He's been scoreless here in the second half. Dame towards his left, gets the way. Middleton out to the corner. Here's a corner 3, tempted by Beverly, and Beverly sinks it. 105-88, under 3 minutes left to go. Halliburton drives, floats up the runner with the right hand, no good. Putbacks there, though, for 2 by Siakam. 15-point game. 2:45 left to go. Inbound to the backcourt, off to Middleton. Some full-court pressure defense being displayed by Indiana. Beverly going to circle around, will slow down tempo here. Use the time to go off the clock. Beverly working on Halliburton, 10 on the shot clock. 2.5 left to go in the game clock. Beverly just made a 3. Bounce pass over to Lopez. Float to the runner. Connects on it. Brook Lopez drops down the 2 into the cylinder. 17-point lead for the Bucks. 2:20 and under left to go. Siakam at the left elbow. Bounce pass. Fires it in to Nembhard. Nembhard mid-range. Missed off the mark on the 13-foot J. Rebound control by the Bucks here. Dame crosses the midcourt logo. Dame, he's working one-on-one on Nembhard. Bounce pass off the roll down. Brook Lopez, soared up, throwing it down with a right-handed flush. 109-90, the exclamation point of tonight by Brook Lopez as he pours it down with authority. Final 2 minutes left to go. Siakam inside the key, floated up the shot, gutted a drop. It's good off the glass as he scores for 2 plus the foul. Brook Lopez throwing down a posterizer, hanging up over the top, over a Pacer defender. 11 points now for Brook Lopez tonight. Minute 50 left to go as we'll have one shot here at the free throw line for Siakam, and it came off the rim short. Middleton controlled the rebound, though. Are they going to roll a lane violation to the Bucks? I believe so. Let's see where they line up right here. They're going to send... And Portis is going to check out of the game right now, actually. So Portis will check out of the game. Crowder comes in. Standing ovation for Bobby Portis tonight for Milwaukee. So we're about to see whether this was... Oh, that was on Portis. Okay, so that's a foul committed by Portis on the loose ball. So Portis just fouled out. That is a 6th. So this is going to send Turner at the line. So it was a loose ball... Or Neesmith's going to come up at the line shooting, too. That's 23 at the free throw line, not 33. We get some substitutions here. Pat Connaughton checks in and plays a Crowder. Crowder takes a seat on the bench right now. The first free throw is good by Neesmith at the line. Connaughton, Middleton, Lopez. Dame is still on the floor. And then Beverly. That's the 5th player out there for Milwaukee right now in the final minute 50. Bucks up by 15 with the basketball. Middleton, guarded by Neesmith. 5 on the floor currently for the Pacers. Neesmith, Halliburton, Turner, Nembhard, and Siakam. And that'll be an offensive foul committed. Charge to Milwaukee to Middleton. Thanks so much, Richard, for joining in. Appreciate for being a part of the stream here. Halliburton drives, attacks downhill, flings it out to the wing. Turner with a 3. Missed off the rim, no good. In and out of the hands of Neesmith, the referees will say, out of bounds. 1:25 left. Bucks will get the basketball here off the inbound. 15-point lead crossing midcourt with Beverly. They'll go up 1-0 in the series from Milwaukee. They came into this game as a 1.5-point underdog tonight without Giannis on the floor. Lopez for the shot clock. Lopez, jumper, 15-footer, turnaround, no good. Around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Indiana. Final minute left to go. Halliburton takes the 3. Came off the rim, no good. And that's the first shot attempt in a long time. Attempted by Tyrese Halliburton. And now the Bucks will slow it down. Beverly. Final 45 seconds left to go. Beverly shovels underneath Connaughton. Bobbled it. He turned it over, though, underneath the hoop. Full court outlet. And then onto the hands of Halliburton. It's a turnover. 38 seconds left to go. Just a poor display of basketball tonight for Indiana. They looked like they were asleep to begin this game. They were down as many by 30 points at one point, and they just couldn't make the comeback. They made things interesting at the end of the fourth. They cut it to 12. And they outscored the Bucks 29-14 to close out the third quarter. But in the end, Milwaukee outscoring the Pacers 26-23 in this fourth quarter to take the victory in game number 1. And the Bucks will run out the clock. The 13.6 seconds left to go. A turnover on a shot clock violation committed by Milwaukee. Damian Lillard set the tone for his team. He had 35 points. All in the first half of action for Dame. He was held scoreless in the second half. But Milwaukee, either way, Chris Middleton had his way in half number 2. The runner misfired off the mark. No good for Indiana. Bucks collect the rebound. And we go final. 109-94 the final score. As Milwaukee picks up the Game 1 victory on their home floor. Every single home team has won in the first game of the playoffs to the first 7 out of 8 games that's played here in the first round so far. Damian Lillard, he was on track for 70 going into halftime. He finishes with what he had at halftime with 35, but he was the tone setter for his team tonight for Dame. But Chris Middleton, Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez, those 3 guys really came alive here in the second half. And the Bucks pick up a Game 1 win. The Pacers averaged 123 points per game in the regular season, the top offense in the NBA. They could not find their 3 at all tonight. They shot 8 for 39 from 3, 20.5% from the perimeter, only 39% from the floor. And the Bucks had 4 guys in double figures. Dame finished with 35. Middleton had 23 points, 10 rebounds. Middleton had an excellent second half. 15 points, 11 rebounds by Portis. And then Brook Lopez had an exclamation point with a slam with like 3 minutes left to go to close it out for the final exclamation. He finished with 11 points, 3 blocks by Brook Lopez today. And then for Indiana, Pascal Siakam was basically a one-man show. He had 36 with 14 rebounds. Turner had 17, but he missed 12 shots. The thing that's stunning is that Tyrese Halliburton went just 4 for 7 in this game tonight. He only scored 9 points. I mean, that cannot happen if you're the Pacers. If you want to have any sort of chance of Milwaukee, Tyrese Halliburton's going to give you 25 plus a night in these playoffs. Attempting 7 shots for him, that's going to change, and that was an issue tonight in this one for the Pacers, and just unaggressive basketball by Halliburton, not showing up in this game, and didn't get anything in terms of double digits. Finished with 9.7 rebounds and 8 assists today for Halliburton. So we wrap up here. The Bucks pick up a victory in game number 1. I'll be back tomorrow night covering the Knicks against the Sixers, so feel free to join in if you guys would like for Knicks versus Sixers tomorrow night for that stream at 7:30 p.m. And good stream tonight here, everybody. Appreciate you guys for being a part on the channel. And we'll be back live tomorrow night. And much more playoff streams upcoming here for the future on my channel, since we're in only day number 2 of the NBA playoffs. Game 1 wrapped up here as the Bucks pick up the win. 109-94 the final score. We're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Warren, Rajeep, I Am Ghost, David, and back to the membership. Welcome back, Asia, once again. So Asia is back to the membership once again. Joined as of today, Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Jeffrey, Vegas, Oink Oink, Michael, Katie, Bradley, Daniel, Derek, Sister Surround, Mario, Guido, Tristan, SG Sports Talk, Ice Ice Baby, Robin, Melinda, and Jack City. I'll see you guys back tomorrow night. I plan on covering Knicks against Sixers at 7:30 p.m. for Game 2, so feel free to join on for that one here. Thanks all for joining in. The Bucks take game number 1, 109-94 over the Pacers. As we wrap up, Milwaukee goes up 1-0 as the Bucks lead the series currently after Game 1. Thanks for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, everybody.